Second time lucky. We're back. We're back, Paddy. We're back. About time. I know everybody's is a bit annoyed about the delay, folks. Me and Paddy decided to have a little chat before we came on. Literally, both of us have chesty coughs, so we wanted to get all that spill out before we come on and talk about the boys in green. What a result! What a result! I am absolutely buzzing.
Mate, what else do you see apart from fucking absolute elation? You went for deflation within the first couple of minutes, and then the boys responded absolutely perfectly, and we were on to win again. Absolutely stupendous, mate. Amazing.
I want to say to you, you got the squad prediction right and the score right last night. So fucking, I was gonna text you earlier on saying fair deuce, but I knew that you were gonna be fucking 3 bottles in the book fast. So I was like, I'll leave it to it.
Give 4 bottles.
Bucky Arla. Like, as soon as I seen Jota there and I seen my 8, I was like, he's spot on with this, like. But where do you start? Before we get on about the results, what a shame with the glass bottle on the pitch.
Yes, mate. The one kind of downside to the story today was half time. There was a bottom of a glass bottle flung onto the pitch, and of course, as probably everybody's seen, you know, the physio Daniel Friel was hit with a bottle or a coin. He was hit with a missile, mate, and he burst his head up, which is a fucking shame. Like, you know what I mean? There's no need for that shit. No need for that at all.
100%. Folks, first time tuning into the channel, sub and Jungle James podcast, Paddy's from. So, the last video we done last night, the link's in there as well. Just click onto it. They're on Facebook as well. Him and the boys do 2 podcasts a week, so they'll have me on soon. Okay, disgraceful behaviour. Fair play to Joe Hart stepping up to the plate. He said it to Willie Collum. Willie Collum's like a bleeding sleeping bag. He said, if you don't get this shit going, I'm walking down the tunnel.
Yeah.
And what really pissed me off, you could see in the second half, you see Jota taking the corner and do fucking everything at him.
Aye, mate, coins, fucking whatever it may be, flung at the guys. It's just fucking total nonsense behaviour, mate. There's no need for it. It started off last night. The Celtic team was playing. The Celtic team was staying, in the Dakota Hotel, which is up by Eurocentral, almost kind of Motherwell kind of area. And whoever it may be, were fucking setting off fireworks all night. Which
I'd be lucky to stay in the Blade Euro Hotel on the Clyde, never mind the Euro Hostel.
Yeah, I know, mate. So these guys were trying to disrupt the Celtic team, unbeknownst to him. It's a fucking soundproof fucking hotel, like, you know. So as far as I'm concerned, these guys are starting off the early celebrations.
You get you might as well get the missus up there for a nice up.
Yeah, maybe.
Toilet party.
Mate, we'll see how I can off of YouTube, like, you know.
You hear that, folks? You hear that hotel? It's soundproof. I'll tell you one thing. Our fucking fans wearing soundproof today.
I'll need a fucking soundproof hotel, brother.
700 of unbelievable. Deck the gaff up with the tricolours. One of the lads that follows the page sent me a video. He was at the game, and I put it up all over Facebook, and I put up on my actual YouTube channel second to use, and he's like, yeah, man, it was unbelievable. He goes, the best 52 quid he's ever spent, he said. Best 52 quid. And I was like, I'll tell you what, I was against the whole idea of us giving them money, but they're probably eating their own shit now and realising, fuck, why did we give them the allocation back?
and by the way, Keith, what was the kind of overall kind of feeling of, like, the players were coming into Archie's and it was like, this is the Old Firm, and they were trying to kind of concentrate on everything being the Old Firm. That was their tagline.
That was it.
On Archie's, on the Archie's.
That was a dig. That was a dig at the Australian contract. Yeah. Now I read an article last night. They're meant to be getting fined $5 million for this.
Yeah, I heard it was roughly about £2 million, but apparently the Sydney operators, whoever it may be, they're talking about 5.25 million, something like that. So
yeah, he's steaming. Look, I don't blame him for steaming. As I said, I'm not steaming tonight because I'm woke in the morning, and I ended up having a few drinks last night, staying to 3 in the morning, doing TikToks, listening to all Celtic songs. But Where do we start? Where do we start in regards to the players wise? Let's talk about the goal that we conceded. Who do you think was really for fault at the goal?
I would probably say Juranovic straight away. It was a kind of lacklustre moment for the fullback, and that mob eventually got by us. And we were talking about it last night, Keith. You know, Kent don't show him on the inside. It happened. Kent came inside, managed to get the ball at the area, and there was a wee bit of kind of humdinger. And they scored in 2 minutes right away. You're like, oh my god, here we go. But as we all know, things change.
But where did Aaron Ramsey go after that? He just disappeared.
Yes.
He just disappeared.
He's done his job, mate. He thinks he's fucking turning into a celebrity after 2 minutes, you know.
Big time. And I was like, you know what? I goes, maybe we need this. And I was going back to that conversation last night, that 3-2 game when they scored early against us. Remember, from the traps, and then we got back into the game and we ended up beating them. But Tommy Rogic, what a player, man! You said it last night. He needs to step up for the occasion, and he fucking nailed it.
Absolutely, and he totally justified his selection today. He's so imperative, mate, to what Celtic do. You see him. He drives forward. He cuts inside. He gets the ball. He keeps possession. He's just a fucking quality player, mate. And today showed that, you know, he is a match winner. He is a fucking god, and I love him. Absolute Australian Zidane. It was
a vicious finish, wasn't it? He took the way he just fucking like, fuck, I'm just gonna put him in the back of the net. But that walk right from Callum McGregor to get in the box, and when Callum kind of slipped, he still got the ball over. It was fucking brilliant.
It was almost Messi-esque for Callum McGregor. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Everything you'd expect your captain to do, mate. Just step up, show the balls, go and attack. Perfect.
I was trying to find one of their face masks earlier on to buy for the laugh, and oh no, word of a lie, can't find a white one for fucking dear life. It's in the black. I put up a picture earlier on of some lad wearing one that said, off to the pub to meet the lads for a few drinks. But people are asking in the comments about Kyogo. I don't know, but look don't be worried about Kyogo. We all love Kyogo. Job done today.
Yeah.
Job done today. I know. I have to admit, like, I looked at the starting lineup and I was like, looked at the bench. I was like, where's the man? Where's the man that we've been all talking about? But obviously, like, there's no point saying start or play him against St. Johnstone. Don't change something that's not broken.
Well, this is what we spoke about last night, buddy. Where was going to be the kind of Ange, kind of rabbit out the hat. And for me, as soon as you heard that Rogic was starting, that's what it was. Because all the chat was Kyogo, he's fit, he's ready to go, I'm going to play him whenever I want. Rogic, he can't play because he's not fit. And today, what happened? Rogic straight away into the midfield. Kyogo, nowhere to be seen. So he's totally bamboozled the Rangers thinking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see. Like going back to that goal, the only goal he scored against us. Yeah, fair enough. Jovanovic was like 3 yards off him, but I felt Starfelt should have marked him when he came into the box as well. And I was looking at it, I was like, that was a miserable goal we gave away to them. Like, and it could have, obviously they could have had more chances, but to getting back into the game the way we did, you knew their fans knew when we scored that they were like, oh fuck, this is game on, Celtic now.
Aye, Keith, absolutely, mate. When they scored, they were they were just full of elation. They thought it was going to be a fucking 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 game. But unfortunately for them, Celtic responded instantly. And it was a great goal, great team goal. Callum McGregor fucking ran by about 5-6 guys. It was almost Messi-esque. And unfortunately for the Sefco Knights, Tom Rogic managed to score a goal. And that really that fucked him up, mate. That put the wind up their sails. Sorry.
4 wins we need to win the title. Out of 6. We need 4 wins out of the last 6 games to win the title.
Yeah. I know a lot of guys are saying that a win today can secure the title. I'm on the cusp, mate, of saying no, it's not over until the fat lady sings.
We said that last night.
Yes.
I think it's in the moment as well, Paddy. Like, you know, after today, you feel like it's won. It feels like it's won because who's going to stop us? That's our closest challengers. You know, that's people are feeling like that.
Well, as we said last night, Keith, anything other than a win for the Rangers last night, today, sorry, was a catastrophe. They haven't won, so it's a catastrophe. We've actually took the 3 points, so it's a fucking major catastrophe for those cunts. You know, mate, it's just a brilliant, absolutely amazing result for us to go there. We said it last night, you and I. Postecoglou has learned all his mistakes from the first game at Ibrox, and he'll take them into this game today, and he done it, mate. We took every single chance that we could, even though it was only 1 or 2, and we took them. First goal, Rogic. Second goal, Carter Vickers from a set piece, which is unheard of as a Celtic from a Celtic kind of point of view, because you would expect it to be the other way. You know, maybe like a goal and a bargain getting on the set pieces, and we done it to them. It was a fucking snatch and grab, and mate, I love it. I absolutely love it.
I just think, as they said, it's the ugly way of football. You just gotta be clinical, take your chances, and fucking use them. And it's just a defence, like, fuck me, like, we were all talking about Taylor last night on the channel, and we've given them praise, and God, what a player today. I was sitting there on my own watching it with the two kids stand up clapping Greg Taylor every time he got stuck in. See that interception in the box, where he was literally in the middle of the box stopping that? I was like, what a fucking tackle, what a block.
Mate, he came into his game, as much as he was absolutely stupendous today. I think, obviously, for their first goal, between him and Starfield, they were really, really poor. The midfield were totally overrun. And right away, I'm thinking, these guys, they're controlling the midfield. You know, your Kamara, whoever it was. And straight away, you're thinking, oh my God, here we go. It's going to be another one of those days. But they come into traps early. It's something that they do. They're a 10 fucking minute team. You know, they come in your face and they try and get it, and they started that early. They done it, but we grew into the game. We started to respond. We started to control the game. And Greg Taylor and Neil Batoman as well when he came on, mate. Defensively, brilliant, absolutely.
100%. But you could see with Carl Starfelt today, like that, he looked like that type of player that he was at the club for years. He was real settled. He was used to playing against these, and my God, he won everything in the air. Like, even towards the end, he obviously got that bit of a knock towards the end. He just kept battling. But like, there was a moment where they actually had a chance, and Hart came out, and it was an offside, but Hart got a save onto it, and then they got the rebound, and they took a shot, but Starfelt was on the line for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it was around the 75th minute it happened. But we'll go back to the first half. The Maeda situation, the 40th minute. Was it a penalty?
I think it was kind of VR probably wouldn't have given it. But
like, I don't think he I'm not picking up from Alan McGregor folks here. I don't think he intentionally went out to get Maeda. I think he went out to get the ball. You know? And that's, to be honest. But like, Maeda, he was fucking unbelievable. Tavernier looked lost out there today because Maeda chasing everything down.
Mate, every time Tavernier had the ball, Maeda was right beside him. He was closing him down. He was shutting him down. He was just, his work rate was fucking phenomenal, mate. Absolutely brilliant.
He was class, he was. He just really was. And yeah, that's you said on the channel last night, start him, and I was saying start him as well, because you'll have to pace everything down. Like, Jota, second half, there was a spell in the second half. He was on the halfway line with Tavernier, and he was treating him around him, and he's just flicking the ball, making it arse of Tavernier, and I was just like, oh my God, this is.
What I found actually really, really good was that the guys, even though it was kind of harsh moments and kind of pivotal moments, the Celtic guys actually looked as if they were enjoying their game. You know, they looked as if they were really having fun playing football. when usually they're up against it, kind of 35, 40 minutes in. The guys were playing their smile on their face, and the Rangers guys couldn't cope with it, mate. They could not cope with it.
100%. I see that. See when the second goal went in, you could just see that. You could just see with them, with their fans, you're just like, fuck me, might as well just go home now. This is gonna be a scalping.
Oh, without a doubt, mate. That was the goal that Tam Rogic scored. That was the one that really killed them, because they scored the early goal. I think it was about 2 minutes in, Aaron Ramsey. So they're thinking, right, here we go. There's a goal. It's going to be fucking 2, 3, 4. No, as it for boys, it's going to be an instant reply from Celtic, and I was actually quite shocked how quickly we replied to it.
To be honest with you, I thought it would have been around the 25th minute we would have got a goal back, but 5 minutes later to get a goal back and shut them up was absolutely class. But I honestly think Atate didn't play great today. He just looked a bit lost in the middle of the park.
You could probably say the same way maybe Maeda and Jota. They weren't really in the game, but what they did
off the ball, like man marking off the ball.
Especially in the midfield, mate. The Rangers fucking team totally overran the midfield, and to be fair, they did well. But as I say, Celtic responded really, really well and responded really, really quickly. So to the detriment of fucking Rangers trying to come in our face and fucking go and win the game, we absolutely stood up. We put the chest out and we fucking went for the jugular.
Look at ugly win today.
Frank Brennan, great guy. How you doing, Frank?
A lot of people are saying, Frank this and Frank that. Look, if Frank has an opinion like every other person in here, folks, get his opinion in. We'll get through the comments. End of the day, some people said to me on TikTok earlier on, it was a poor performance today, but at least we got the job done. Hold on a fucking second. We're playing against the champions of the league, for fuck's sake. Yes, we scalped them at Celtic Park. Yes, they were still near up the top of the table. Like, they're not a fucking pushover team. We're playing against a team that are away. They have the fucking 50,000 fans. It was never going to be an easy job to go there and play sexy football, like. To go there and conduct yourself and actually have leaders on that pitch that are willing to fight for the cause. You got to see Taylor. Taylor was literally roiling up Ryan Jack for the whole game until Taylor had to come off. You could see the laughing at him, winding him up, and it was the same. It was the same with as I said, with Jota, with Tavernier, and Maeda didn't do it, but the players were up for it. And Carter Vickers, it was just out of this world.
Keith, at the end of the day, mate, everybody was kind of on to their hooks for today. Everybody would have took one each at a draw. Mate, we've went to Ibrox and we've won. We have won at Ibrox. We have took the biggest step closer towards the title that we could ever have thought we could have. And this is a day for celebration, mate. This is a day for positivity. No negativity. Every single man to a T done their job today. Starfield.
Whoever comes in negative into this podcast, I'll tell you is to go to fucking bed. Seriously. You should be happy, you should be smiling. We're fucking top of the league. Think where we were during the summer. Think where we were. We've won one fucking cup. We've had a decent run in Europe. We've got in players that are hungry for the short. We got rid of the deadwood. As you said last night, 12 players that they're bringing in. If people are going to come in and be negative Nancy's, fuck me, Jesus Christ. You don't have the right to support Celtic Football Club. You have to, you treasure moments like this. These are moments you talk to your grandkids about, or your kids, or your family about. You should be going to work tomorrow with the happiest smile on your life. You know, this is a big result today. And congratulations to Arnd. And you know what? Do you know what I reckon? No, I recognise today, Paddy. See when Carl Vickers scored the second goal, and you see the camera went to Ange. He went straight to actually grabbing Strachan.
Yes, mate, and that's something I've actually said this season. So obviously, John Kennedy is the assistant manager, and a lot of times I've actually saw Ange, who is a guy who we've heard stands on the touchline, does the observations, but when he turns around me, he goes straight to Gavin Strachan. He's the man that gives it the instructions to Strachan. It's not John Kennedy. It's Gavin Strachan. So, like a lot of people say Gavin Strachan, the laptop, this and that. He's actually using an iPad, by the way. He's no fucking stupid. You know, he's been an assistant manager. He's been an manager. He knows what he's doing. And John Kennedy's a fucking great coach for what I've been told. Very, very well quoted.
Yeah, like Damien Duff has said great things about him. Like the former players have said good things about John Kennedy. As I said, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes in Annextown, you know, and people need to stop overthinking everything. At the end of the day, Ange's had to come and Ange's had to bring nothing with him. He bring his 2 kids and his wife, took a big leap from Japanese culture to Scottish culture. And to be honest with you, let's be honest, for an Australian man moving to fucking Glasgow trying to understand Glaswegian people, I was going over the age of 16 and I couldn't even understand this for about a year. So for him to take that in is serious. He's like the Pope these days. As I said, the chap is loved. He's humble, and he's not that type of manager that's giving it back. He has respect for Gio. He has respect for the opposition. And I remember the former Dundee manager that only got sacked recently. He said, "Oh, I had a chat with Ange one day." Yeah, he talked about Ange on Go Radio. He was saying, I had a chat with him. He didn't have to do that. He sat down with me after one of the games and had a chat about my career and all that. And my manager, I go, that's showing something. That's showing something. But I just can't believe how much I love this man. Like, I ended up putting up a post up earlier on saying, Jesus Christ, I wish I had this man as my dad at this rate.
Mate, everything that you hear for Ange Postecoglou, it's kind of prophetic, you know. It's every single kind of word you're hanging on the word. You know, he's just a guy who you want to fall in love with, in the greatest respect. As I say, it's contrasted with everything you heard last season for Neil Lennon. And no disrespect to Lennon, but this season, Big Ange is taking the team. He's taking everything upon himself. He's bringing it on his big broad shoulders. They're getting the romanticism with the old expat Greek fucking refugee thing, and everything that you hear about Big Ange is total positivity. And it culminated at the weekend there when you've got the Green Brigade get up to Lennoxtown, big banner, flares out, Big Ange just taking the team to the gate to go and salute the boys, you know.
Well, like, just imagine being one of them players and saying that. Like, I'd be like, fuck me, this is like a special club. You wouldn't see that being like, you wouldn't see that at fucking, obviously Liverpool's changed that, a Kirby, whatever it is. You wouldn't see that fucking being done at other fucking football clubs at the training grounds. That's to show the bond Celtic with the fans and the club as one unit as we are. As I said, we took it bad last season as a set of supporters because we couldn't voice our opinion being in the stadium. We couldn't, but we all had this fucking civil war with each other saying, oh, keep Lenny in, you can change it around, have a bit of faith, have it this. Ange is the fucking doctor. Sort out. Surgeon came in, fixed that joint, got us a fucking trophy, top of the league, sitting down, looking at that gobshites down there. And you know what? I think we mark my words on this. I think we're going to finish the league 10 points clear at the end of the season. 10 points is going to finish.
Oh, that's a big shout, mate. That's a big shout.
Do you know what I've been thinking about it? Think about it. You said this to me last night. They have to go to Easter Road and Tynecastle as well, and Livy. So they're going to drop points, and they're going to have focus on this Europa League shite.
Aye, well, as I say, Keith, everything that we do is about Celtic. It's not about Rangers or fucking Hearts or anybody. Everything that we do, mate, is about Celtic. And we're going to go out, we're going to put ourselves on a fucking pedestal, and we're going to go try and win every single game that we can. And we're doing it. We have been doing it, and we will continue to do it. You know, there's Kev saying, hope that idiot Alan Brazil was watching and you. Kev, you're on our podcast as well, mate. I think that the vast majority were all saying the exact same thing. Who the fuck is Ange Postecoglou? You know, it's a shame, like, but we're seeing the benefits for what this guy's bringing in. The guy's like fucking 56, 57-year-old, and we are seeing the benefits of having an experienced manager in who's got extensive knowledge. He's got great fucking communicational skills. It's totally overwhelming to what we could expect of Eddie Howe.
Did you ever see that video of him when I think it was a sick fan? He was in a wheelchair and he met Ange. I think he was like, this was around November. He met Ange and him and Callum got over the barrier to take pictures with the guy and talk to him for about 10 minutes. Like, that's the type of stuff that you love about the club, you know. Ange goes to all these events. He said he keeps getting asked for cups of tea everywhere in Glasgow and all over the place, and he's real humble. And
he's just a fucking beautiful human being, and that's everything that you hear from Big Ange Postecoglou. And it's when he's talking about players, he's talking about this and that. It's not just about football players. He's talking about the human being, the fucking human aspect. He's just he's just a guy. He's just a handsome, beautiful man, and everything that he does it's all about humanity. It's not just about bringing in a football player. It's not just about bringing in a guy who's going to do the thing for the squad. It's about bringing in a guy who's going to do good for himself, you know. And that's just absolutely, mate. It's just a beautiful facet of a man. Never mind a manager.
See where it says John McGinn. I hope that's Air John McGinn now, is it? The one that we missed out on it. Exactly. Is that John McGinn, is it? I heard he's gone to Manchester United soon. Like, the Rangers fans were all ripping the piss out when we dropped points at Dundee back at the end of September. They're like, he's going to be sacked by Christmas. I wonder what they're doing now. They're in the little cave. Well, look, it's just absolutely magnificent to be top of the league now. And as I said, I think 10 points. I think we're going to win the league by 10 points. That's my prediction now.
Oh well, what about now, Keith? 6 points.
Take every game as it comes. They have a tricky trip now, Braga, and then the tricky trip to Paisley. And as I said, they're missing Morelos as well. And Kamara Roof done fuck off for them today as well.
It's a fucking lacklustre, mate. We spoke about it last night, mate, and we said that like missing Morelos was a big blow for them. And Kamara Roof can't read the line. And you know, we spoke about where was their goal threat going to come from, and it was set pieces. What happened today? No set pieces, nothing. Celtic's attitude was fucking nom de plume today. Totally perfection, mate.
It's crazy to think though, Paddy, like this is a team that's coming off an international break as well. Fucking all cylinders to wear.
Yes,
crazy.
Absolutely. And it's a team, mate, it's basically a team that's been kind of flung together. It's a gang of misfit guys. It's been Kyogo, brought up from Japan, you know, guys that's been kind of looked snobbery upon, Maeda, Hatate, Jota, a loan signing, Cameron Carter-Vickers, loan signing again. Every single thing this season has been against us, but every single time in this season, we have just came together as a unit and everything has came to perfection. And the guys on the park are just so happy, so positive, and everything has been a combination of fantasticness. And Ange Postecoglou, mwah, I love you, brother. Love it. Love what's happening off the park and love what's happening on the park, mate. Brilliant.
Cracking stuff. Just want to talk about Carter Vickers. Do you think they're going to be pushing out more just to get this lad over the line after getting the winner today?
The unfortunate thing with Carter Vickers is he's English, you know, so he's going to be swayed that way. But
American. His dad's American, and
I know, but he's English. You know what I mean? He's going to be swayed with English.
He'd be scoring against Scotland in the World Cup if they get there.
But mate, it's the same kind of parapet. You're looking at Joe Hart and all the stuff that's come in midweek about Joe Hart not being lost, Joe Hart being told by the way, get the fuck basically within a club. Joe Hart really should be looking to guys like Cameron Carter-Vickers and saying, I played for Manchester City, played for England, I've been flung out to the fucking dogs I've nowhere to go. Come to Celtic, this is going to make your home, it's going to make your family. Cameron Carter-Vickers, same yourself, pal. So many loan deals. Here you go. You can come here, make yourself a star, make yourself a home, and people will love you. You know, Cameron Carter-Vickers is a guy that, if it was between, it's the old question this season, Keith. Jota or Cameron Carter-Vickers, I would go for Carter-Vickers all day long.
100%. I've been saying this since November. But what I want to say is, like, there's not many players that you've heard this season complain about their life at Celtic, considering the Bolingolies, the Yetis, you know, the Barcasses. Like, everyone's enjoying the football on the edge. And then the ones that are not getting an opportunity, he's came out and said it. It was straight. He said, "Look, at the younger boys, I want to send them alone to develop." And he's not, as you said last night, he's not afraid to take the chances where he had to put down money in. He had to play Montgomery. You know, he has faith in these boys. He's had to obviously given the two youngsters 2 pro contracts as well, Kelly and Dada as well.
Yep.
And he gave obviously Ben Doak before he went to Liverpool. He gave Ben Doak an opportunity. So Ange is the type of man where, you know, Ange could be like a Ferguson figure at Celtic for the next 3 years. You know.
I don't see that as a bad comparison, mate. You know,
calling the shots. Like, if he, like, you got to realise Ange was literally stuck in. It's like when he came in, he was doing loads of the background work for the transfers. I think he's at the building that relationship with Michael Nicholson, and obviously Nicholson's at the taking over from what was his name, Don McCoy. You know, we're never going to find out what happened with Don McCoy. And then there was reports a couple of weeks ago that Peter Lawwell called the shots on this appointment. It's fucking, you don't know what to believe.
Well, other than kind of Twitter speak or kind of whatever it may be, you're led to believe that Don Mackay was kind of overawed by the ins and outs of signing players. And for what I've been told, Keith, is that Ange Postecoglou's agent has been a big part of the transfer signings. You know, jumping in the kind of Liverpool model of having a squad of guys, and at that kind of head of that is Michael Nicholson. So whatever happens, mate, like Michael Nicholson has got to get a lot of fucking praise. You know, but we've done a great job. Everything that we've done now is we've got a bunch of players that Postecoglou's brought in, and everybody's sorted in absolutely perfect. Now
there has been a couple of players we talked about last night. We don't feel that there are Postecoglou signs like the James McCarthy.
Aye.
Like, I don't know about Liam Scales,
even Joe Hart,
and Johnny Kenny. Like, there's 3 Irish boys in the squad that, you know, Liam Scales. I think Scales will get a sniff of football next season, but it's hard to say if Taylor's playing consistent football. I still feel that we do need to strengthen left back going into Europe next season. But if Taylor keeps proving me wrong at the end of the season and playing games like that, you know, I better keep my mouth shut on it, you know.
Mate, Taylor's done a grand job. We all see where his defensive liabilities are and this and that, but he's done a good job. But Keith, you're the same as me, mate. Everybody else is probably the same. We want to see an upgrade on the left back position. You see Juranovic on the right hand side, like Croatian international. He's a top class guy, so we want to see the same on the left hand side. But
are you just living in the scenario where you keep thinking that we had class at left back for years with Izzy and Tierney? You think, is that what we're still going to live in it for that type of class to be replaced?
No, mate. I think it's just that kind of position that we need to upgrade on. You know.
But you were saying last night, right, about obviously Taylor, it could be going against Aribo and stuff like that. He was outstanding against Aribo. He wasn't afraid to go up in the air against Aribo today.
He was, and he played at his skin. But as we know, Keith, I think everybody's in the same kind of opinion though. That Greg Taylor is a good guy. You know, he's a good squad guy, but he is a squad player. He's got a ceiling, and the left back is something that we should really focus on to elevate it, because we've done that this season with right back. You know, we've got rid of fucking John Joe Kenny. We started with Anthony Ralston, who has played out his skin, but we've went and got Josip Juranovic. who is a Croatian international right back, and we're seeing the benefits of having a fucking guy of quality. So we really should be looking at the same left back, you know.
100%. And I said to you last night, I was like, do you think Taylor will be gonna push up past the halfway line? He didn't really do it today. He just stayed to that game plan, defensive, ultra defensive, and it fucking worked for us.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. The guy was fucking tremendous today. Other than maybe the first 5 minutes, I thought the first 5 minutes he was fucking terrible.
I think everybody was shite the first 5 minutes, except 60 Tom and Cal.
Aye. First 5 minutes between Taylor, Starfield, and even the entire midfield three, they were shocking. But they grew into the game. They grew into it, and Taylor started to come into his own, and they started to grow into the game, and they really, really did shine. And I thought it was brilliant. But again, like, without being kind of patronising or negative, we could still do better than Greg Taylor, you know.
Right, we'll move on from Taylor. El Rallo came on the second half, and he done a decent job. I know Jovanovic went to left back when Taylor went off. But did you see the tackle when he went to just a clean straight? He done it on purpose. He's like, I'm just going to take a bit of him. I want a bit of him.
Mate, it's everything you want to see for Celtic.
I was loving it. And see when Beaton took the yellow card, I was like, that's the way to do it, lads. Break that play up. That's fucking the way to do it.
And do you know what, Keith? Regardless of who was shite or who wasn't that very good, mate, we went to Ibrox today. A must-win game, and we fucking won it. We have won that game today, mate, and that is such a massive, massive victory for us, guys. It's imperative to this season.
As Biggie Small said, it's all good, baby.
Baby, yes, mate, I'm Biggie Small. No, but like,
Angie Smalls. Angie Smalls. You can imagine Ange with the big fucking leather jacket on and the Run DMC hat, the Rev.
big Ange with the gold. Listen, you and I spoke about it last night, mate, and kind of the best that you and I were hoping for was a draw. And today, we went out there and fucking beat the bastards on their own ground with 700 fucking Celtic supporters in that stadium. It's just a top-notch fucking victory, and I am super confident now that we're going to win. Like, I was never really saying, like, if we win this game today, that was it over. But now, after that fucking result, I'm like, nah, this is...
look at it.
It's written in the stars, mate.
It's going to be great to get next season's jersey. Now, looking at the Adidas concept jerseys for next season, it looks like majority of the clubs are going collar.
Go.
Collar, yeah. Like, and to be honest, New Balance done the collar for us, Nike done the collar. So Nike done the 2010 one, the Bruni, we done the Invincibles with the collar. Umbro, there was a collar. There was obviously a few collars with the Umbro because the amount of years we had them. But the last collar Umbro one we done was the 2005 one when we done the Scottish Cup, the Bellamy season. And Janino as well, Jesus, Janino and Henri Camera. But it's going to be great to just have that badge again on the jersey and it says champions. But look, there's still a lot of football to play, but we took a massive stride today towards that title. And the fans know it, majority of fans know, it's not game over just yet. We just let them go out there and collapse with their European chase. And we just go out there against St. Johnstone next week. We also, a lot of people not been talking about this, we went there today, right? We were that confident today that we went there, and they haven't lost a home game since Hamilton, since March 2020 at Ibrox.
There you go.
So that shows champions right there in the making.
Our team today just went out with the big box. The big box. We lost an early goal. They seemed as if they were up for it right away, and as soon as we scored again, about fucking 2, 3, 4 minutes after they scored, it just fucking knocked the wind right out of their sails. And they're like, fuck me. We've tried everything we could. We're going to try and beat them. We scored early on, and they still come back and score early on. And what happens? They went up 2-0 to fucking Cameron Carter Vickers for a set piece, which they don't usually do. And it just fucked him right up.
I looked at the picture Carter Vickers after he scored. There's a picture and then McGregor's on the ground and he's just like and then Golson is just at the hands in the air just like yes, get in. Hopefully this time, 2 weeks time, we'll be sitting here and I'll be like, you know what, I done what that boy from East Kilbride done. I bought a bottle of Moet because we're going to Hampden. Hopefully, you know, it's 2 weeks time. Like, look, it's not going to be pushed over at Hampden against them, but it is a training ground. We haven't lost there in what, 2006. Last time we got beaten there, it was them fuckers beat us.
I said that, Keith. I'm a kind of superstitious guy, and I says to the guys on the podcast, I says, whoever wins today will win the semi-final. So, in my mind, they're going to win the semi-final, but have a go if you want. That's just my kind of opinion. You
think that's the kind of the revenge thing because they know that the league is kind of tossed out?
Aye, and do you know what, mate? I couldn't give a fuck. My remit as a Celtic supporter this season was the league, only the league. I wanted the league. I wanted us to win it. I wanted us to get the fucking repossession of the bragging rights in Scotland, bragging rights in Glasgow. I wanted us to get there, get into the fucking Champions League. Blah 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 blah.
Mine wasn't that high. I'll be honest with you. I said at the start of the season, I said if we can stop this fucking 20-point gap and we can go out there and play better football and clear out the deadwood, and we can even get to a cup final, I'd be happy with that. That's what I said. I didn't say win the league. Like, obviously we don't want to finish second. Second place is a disaster season, but because of reading into Ange and looking at podcasts and what people said in the past, Ange is a 2-season man. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but fuck me, Jesus Christ, he has proven me wrong in every aspect.
Mate, Big Ange, what a sexy bastard. I love him. I fucking love him. I love him what he's done for the team. Love him what he's done for the city. You know,
as I said to you last night, he's going to be sitting there in his cheetah G-string with a bottle of Buckfast, I think, singing Down Under tonight with the missus.
I come from the land down under.
That's what he's got to be doing. Fucking says right, but
good on him.
But we haven't spoke about this man just yet on the channel. Giakoumakis, fuck me.
Oh, mate, he's I said to you last night, Keith, his work rate is through the roof. Whether he scores or not, he's just a guy who is going to give everything for the team, and that's what he got today, mate.
Unbelievable. Like, seeing the second half, in the first half, he was all right in the game. See the second half. That should have been a red card for Ryan Jack, by the way.
Yes, I agree with you.
It was definitely yellow for. That was another kind of similar to Ralston. He's just like, I'm just gonna take him out, break this play up, like brilliant. But it should have been like you seen him pushing on his face, and then he tried to. I think he put his studs into his back, his leg as well. But look at Celtic are not that moany like other clubs in the league where they're going to try to appeal it and make an ordeal over like a Kevin Clancy fucking situation like.
Yeah.
But what I have to say about them, they were trying to milk everything for a penalty today, weren't they?
Oh, man.
How many times did you hear them scream a penalty?
Keith, like, you looked at that team today and everything was about trying to kind of associate themselves with the old firm. The fucking fucking kind of
the banner, the state that thing.
The banner out saying this is the old firm.
I want to put that on the ground. I want to put that on the ground to fucking paint the gaff in.
mate, the banner around the stadium. This is the old firm. Like, what's your angle here? Why are you trying to associate yourself with the old firm? Is this because you're trying to kind of disassociate yourself with being liquidated and being a fucking absolute shite fucking team? You know, it was just it was a strange fucking atmosphere all the way around for the start. But again, like you had for last night, the Celtic team was staying at the Dakota Hotel, which is kind of between Motherwell and Hampden. You had a crowd of young guys setting off fireworks, trying to disrupt the Celtic team, Keith, trying to keep them up all right. Unbeknownst to them, it's a sound.
Do you ever hear the story about PSP?
Keith, unbeknownst to them, it's a soundproof hotel, so you know.
That's as I said, like Jesus, you bring the missus there soon. But oh, did you ever hear the story about Mario Götze and the PSV team?
No,
He
I did not.
said so about I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. They were playing in the Europa League. I think it was the Conference League, the Europa League, and what they done was they booked into another hotel in the city. So it'd be like basically saying that they're gonna stay in the Radisson in Glasgow and they're staying in the Crown Plaza, but they left the coach outside the Radisson. So the fans went there trying to make a big noise to try to keep them up all night, and they obviously stayed at the opposite hotel, and then they went out and humped that team. Unbelievable.
But again, this is the kind of mentality these boys like. So, unfortunately for them, it's almost like a kind of early celebration. The boys are setting fireworks. I suppose Postecoglou is probably thinking, "Hey, thank you very much, boys. Appreciate it."
I'm delighted the 700 fans were there. I know I've done videos saying ticket prices and crap like that, but imagine it was a full stand today. Woohoo!
I know, mate. And fair credit to the 700 Celtic supporters there. They've done the club proud. And Postecoglou done the club without a shadow of a doubt, mate. He fucking led it to victory. Done the club proud. You had fucking players being assaulted on the pitch with glass bottles. The physio's been assaulted with coins. Everything is just turning round upon Celtic and saying these are the guys that deserve to win the league. They deserve to be top of the fucking stanchion. These are the handsome guys, beautiful guys. And fair play to them.
Giacomakis definitely is going to be hard for him to be dropped when Kyogo comes back. I could mark my words on this. Giacomakis hat-trick next week, St. Johnstone.
I'll tell you what for a bra.
And it's a sellout as well.
Take your word for it, bro. So that'll be Giacomakis with a third hat-trick in domestic duties. Third hat-trick in a row. Third hat-trick.
Hopefully we get them the third fixture of the split. So it means if they drop points by then and then we beat them on that day, we win the league.
Aye, listen, Keith. I was before today kicked off, mate. I was sitting on the fence and saying, like, if Celtic win, it's still no finish, but that's a massive blow to them. Massive blow. Anything other than a win was a massive blow for the Rangers. They're going to be spewing. They're going to be raging. They're going to be fucking shouting on Van Bronckhorst's head. Roy Mackay as well, the assistant manager. And everything is going to be so much positive towards Celtic. It's just fantastic for Celtic to be at a stage.
I'm sure they're gonna have an emergency meeting in the morning. Urban Culture about oh Jesus, we should have never. We should just cut the allocation. They're gonna be the Rangers part are gonna be cut the allocation. We can't handle that next season. We can't handle getting scalped at home.
But even that, mate, like it's actually backfired on them because 700 Celtic supporters today have seen. They showed their real colours worldwide, like throwing bottles on the pitch and their stupid old firm trend. And then they had that guy, I can't think of his name, that sectarian lad. That's what's his name? Ahmed something. The one that's he's the Rangers fan. What's his name? He comes from a Muslim background. He has black hair. Oh, fucking
Abdul, yeah, he was there today with his flag, his Queen flag, and the police end up fucking taking him out. Like,
if he's just a wee fucking, he's a wee belly in me. He's just there for, he's put in at the front fucking kind of stanchion to say, look, oh, well, no racist because he's a black guy and a brown guy. You know what I mean? It's not right. It's not right. But listen, whatever the fuck they do, mate, fuck them, because at the end of the day.
We're gonna be drinking the champagne, sweethearts. We're gonna be drinking at the Blazing Head soon.
Yes, mate. Whatever they do, we do.
Get the hot tub out.
We do it better. As Postecoglou is going to be laughing on his fucking Greek fucking kebabs tonight, and he's going to be loving life. He's going to be loving the team, loving the players, and it's just a great night to be a Celtic supporter.
You could see Van Bronckhorst at the end of it. He just absolutely didn't know what to say. He's like, "Fuck, there's me chance of winning this title gone. Fuck."
That tiny wee man, he fucking Giovanni fucking Van 5-inch.
Low stick a put him in his pocket.
He tiny wee man. He's only about 5 inches tall.
Looking down at him.
Keith, what you just said there, mate, looking down, you know, everything you've heard in the last couple of weeks, Cal McGregor as a captain of Celtic, any kind of media, whatever he's doing, Cal McGregor standing there with his shoulders out, standing up, looking up, confident as fuck, and Ryan Jack came out saying Jackie Marcus was a disgrace, and all he did, mate, was look at his shoes. You know, there's so much a differential of kind of confidence. Celtic look confident in every single area, and Rangers do not. So that showed today, mate. We have beat they bastards on their own stadium when every single fucking news reporter, every single fucking bastard
That's why I asked you the question last night. Were we the favourites going into this, do you think?
No, but Keith, we weren't the favourites because, as you know, mate, like if it's going to Ibrox, Rangers are one of the favourites. What happened today? Like everybody bar fucking, I think, one person in the Scottish media said that Rangers were going to win. Alex Ray, we baldy bastard. Chris Boyd, fucking fanning with fucking fake teeth.
Let's talk about Chris Boyd in a minute.
I mean, on your podcast, I'll say, fuck Alex Ray, fuck Chris Boyd, fuck any cunt. They're just fucking puppets. And they'll all say that Rangers were the favourites. And today, what happened? Celtic triumphant, absolutely fantastic. I think one person in the Scottish media said that Celtic would win. And do you know what? Get up, east.
That's it. Keep the mentality going. Take on St. Johnstone next week. As I said, we're gonna have a week every week, one game a week now, and we're there focus on 2 games, need 3 games a week. So, as I said, St. Johnstone to come, and then them in the cup in the semi-finals, and then the split. But it's been fucking, I have to say, today was a magical day. The only thing I didn't get to do was go to the pub and get absolutely hammered for it, but an occasion and just to sit back, you know, I was nervous this morning, I'm not going to lie. I woke up this morning and I was just like, oh shit, this is gonna be one of them days, hopefully it's not. And when they scored, I was like, you know what, this is good that they scored, because I know I scaled them. I was like, let them, because I think if we scored first so early, the pressure would have, you know, that second half momentum, as I was saying to you, would have killed us. But I just thought, like, we took our 2 goals clinically in the first half. Second half, we were, you know, defensively brilliant. You know, I know you're going back. I know this is going back a long time ago, but that defensive performance kind of reminds you know, when the night we played Barcelona in the new camp and we defended every fucking thing. I know they ended up beating us, but the last minute, that kind of defense, throwing your body at everything. Taylor was in the middle there. Starbuck was there, and you were saying about near Beaton. Beaton came on and it was literally running past players for the joy.
Mate, everybody done their job to a T. Everybody, whether it was even though they kind of faltered in the first couple of minutes, Rangers scored. Everybody stood up, made themselves counted, and man to man, they were legends. And I tell you what, Keith, I'm going to tell you something now, pal. Celtic! Yes! Come on!
You can do the engine there. Hi.
You boys are great!
Oh God.
Love it, yes! Come on!
That's it, Paddy. That's it. That's living the dream there. Don't want to be getting mine out thinking we go like that out to the camera.
Mate, they're not that big.
I'm like one of them, like that Newcastle fan, the big ball, the big mush belly out there here.
the old Kevin Keegans.
Just God help our Australian viewers that are watching this first thing in the morning with their kids trying to have a coffee, and there's you screaming the place down.
Come on! Yes! Hey, Keith, I told you I couldn't give a fuck. I'm a Celtic supporter. I fucking love it. I'm going to do the old Kevin Keegan. I'll love it if I beat them. Yes!
Seriously, who do you want in the Champions League? Stop getting ahead of yourself. That's a question for till after the summer. Like seriously.
The Champions League. Never mind the Champions League and who. We want to win the Scottish Premier League. We want to get the bragging rights back. Solidify ourselves as champions of Scotland. That's it, mate. That's it. We made an arse last season. We need to fucking be the kings of Scotland now, and that's it. Nothing else. That's it.
I said, that's it from me tonight. Anyway, I'm gonna head off, but just want to say thanks to everyone that's tuned in. If you subscribe to the channel, someone saying it was the most you've had in one time. I think the most we had in was after that Ross County defeat. Unfortunately, there was like 500 people in that night with me and Gianni Capaldi, but it was great to see us all in. Look, congratulations to Carter Vickers, four goals now. I think he has 4 goals for Celtic, and as I said, Ange and Michael Nicholson need to sit down with Tottenham and say he's our boy and he's staying here on a permanent. If there's that much hype about Paddy Roberts when he was leaving the second time around, why can we not give this hype about Carter Vickers? Carter Vickers is more important to us than Paddy Roberts was, and that Vince was.
And Keith, what you won't get off of Gianni Capaldi is this. Hey, come on, you boys,
He's gonna look at his podcast tomorrow and be like, oh Jesus, Keith, I'm sorry. That's
Come on, boys. Love
That's it. Folks, thanks very much for tuning in. God bless you all. Just go into work tomorrow, or school, or college, whatever you're doing, with a big smile. And if someone comes onto this channel with a negative Nancy Pelosi face on you, seriously, you just don't have the honor to support the club. You enjoy moments like this, live it up. As I said, we're on the top of the Empire State Building. We're looking down now. They're like ants. It may be only 6 points, you think, but that 6 points to their brain is killing them. It's killing them.
Keith, Everton tonight is fantastic for me. Positive, Celtic, top of the league, 6 points ahead. How can you not be happy?
Exactly. It calls for a good old celebration. I'm looking forward to getting a phone call tomorrow off the boss, like, oh, how'd your team get on yesterday? How did they get on? Fucking great. Fucking great. I'm sitting here in my Iron Brew jocks and me bleeding Celtic jersey on, having a cup of Scott Brown, living the dream.
Dave,
that's it.
An absolute pleasure tonight, Paul. Thank you very much for the invite.
No problem at all, folks. As I said, I'll be back hopefully tomorrow night. I don't know if I'll be back for a podcast. I'll be back for a daily video anyway. Tune into the Jungle Gyms. They're on Tuesday as well. They'll be talking about obviously the weekend of chaos.
Yeah.
Jungle
Gyms podcast every single Tuesday night. Weekly kind of podcast, and we try to do the post match after a game, but it's generally Keith every Tuesday night. Jungle Gyms podcast, about an hour and a half, whatever you want.
No, I think everybody's gonna be worrying that you're all gonna be sitting there topless now on it. Me poor eyes.
Listen, Keith. Listen, we're just Celtic supporters, mate. We're just one of you guys.
That's it. The banter years is back, Paddy. The banter years are back.
Mate, we love Celtic. We're just Celtic supporters. We speak like Celtic supporters in a pub. All we do. We're no prophets or fucking this or that. We just come on, have a nice chat. Say what we're saying.
But imagine it goes like the way of saying, Paddy. Like imagine we get them in the third fixture of the split, right? And then they drop a couple of points in the meantime, and then we win the title. Like kind of similar to what happened in 2018, the PC Lustig one. Imagine we win that, and then we go on to do the cup as well. Imagine the scenes, Ange in that bus. Imagine
Keith, imagine the scene.
There's no harm dreaming.
Keith,
There's no
imagine
harm.
the scene. Hey there, you with the sad face, come on to my place and live it up.
You're gonna be all over the Daily Record tomorrow.
Love it, bro. Love it.
All publicity's good publicity.
We're all fans, Keith, and thank you very much for the invite. Mate. I love the chat. You've been a great host, and thanks very much for it.
I think Slippy knew. I think Slippy G did know that it was all going on there.
Frank Brown's a guy who comments on your podcast and also. How you doing, Frank? Hey there, you with the sad face, come on to my place and live it up.
Right, I'll let you go, man. Enjoy your last bottle of Buckfast. Take care.
Four bottles in, Keith. Thank you very much, Bob.
Take care. Cheers.
Cheers, Bob.